Hey everyone, welcome to day one of our 5-day challenge, our 2021 reset, new habits for a new time. I am buzzing. I hope you are as well, because I want to let you know right now you're a part of something truly historic and memorable. You've chosen to be a part of this 5-day reset, and you've done that along with 200,000 people that want to grow, learn, develop, grow. I think I said that twice. Invest in themselves, build their lives, find meaning and purpose in their lives, transform their relationships. It's absolutely phenomenal what's possible. Now, as you're coming in live, press that like button, press that love button. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. I've been informed by my team that we have over 150 countries, not 100, 150 countries being represented in this 5-day challenge. Let me know which city, which country you're representing, where you're joining in from. This is a cause for celebration. It's amazing to see over 3,000 people live right now. Keep pressing that like button, love button. Comment away. I can't wait to see how many people will join us today before I dive in to day one. Mikkel, it's good to see you. Claudia, TJ Power, so good to see you, my man. Akash Patel, Joanne, Elaine, Brown, Sylvia, Krishna, Lucy, Jackie, Kimberly. So fantastic to see each and every single one of you. Steve from Boston, thanks for turning up. Esteban from San Diego, Paris, wonderful to have you here. Katie from Norwich, so good to see you. Sarah, good afternoon, wherever you're joining from. I am so grateful to be with each and every one of you. I want to thank you for trusting me with these 5 days, and I promise you, this will not let you down. Here's what I want to say to you. Wait, I'm just getting excited. There are so many people joining. This is insane. There are over 6,600 people live with us right now. Debbie from California, thanks for being here. Shailini from London. Leanne from Massachusetts, wonderful to see you here. Brenda from Maryland, good to see you here. Gail from South Africa. This is insane, everyone. This is awesome. I hope you're feeling the buzz and the energy right now with the fact that there are so many people across the world that are tuning in to see how they can grow, to see how they can move and develop. As you can tell, I'm sweating. I'm like, wow, this is like, there is so much positive energy in the air right now. Jacqueline from South Africa as well. Amy from Barnet, London. This is insane. Now, I want to thank you all for investing in this 5-day challenge with your time, with your energy, with your presence. And I want you to place your left hand on your heart right now. Actually, your right hand. Let's do your right hand. Place your right hand on your heart right now, all 10,000 of you, and say this with confidence. I'm exactly where I need to be. Go. Okay, this time I need you to say it again, but I need you to really mean it. I'm exactly where I need to be. Go. I'm exactly where I need to be. Really feel it. When you say an affirmation, you want to believe it in your body. Feel it viscerally. Believe it in your body. Mean it in your mind. And deeply feel it in your heart. Right? Feel it in your heart. So this is the power of repeating an affirmation in that way. And now I actually want you to say this to the people around you. And if there's no one around you, I want you to say it to the screen. Say it to me. I want you to say, you're exactly where you need to be. Go. I love it. This is awesome. Even though we can't see each other, I feel the energy. I feel the power of all 13,000 of you that are live right now. This is absolutely incredible, absolutely historical, and I'm about to dive in. So the first thing that we're going to do in these sessions every single day is we're going to meditate together. We're going to start with meditation and mindfulness to bring our bodies, minds, and hearts to be present, to truly be here right now. How many of you feel that grounding, that centeredness will help. Press that like button, press that love button, say yes in the comments if you think it will help you. If you're saying yes, you're absolutely right. When we come to a new, fresh start, when we come to a new reset, it's so important to center our minds, ground ourselves, and focus on our intentions. And I'm going to guide you. It's going to be really simple. You just have to follow along with me. So what we're going to do in a moment is we're going to do a short meditation practice. It'll be a guided meditation. So whether you've meditated before or not, all you have to do is follow along. All you have to do is listen to what I'm saying and try your best. Don't worry about whether you're getting it right or wrong. Just continue to move on. Remember that. Don't worry about if you're going to get anything right or wrong in the next 5 days. Just continue to move on. One of our biggest challenges in life is that we stop moving forward. When you're stuck, it's because you stopped moving. These 5 days are going to make sure you're moving in the right direction, even if you're moving really slowly, in your own pace, at your own time. So let's start off with our meditation practice today. I'm so excited to share this with you. I'm going to be playing a little meditation music so that we can really get into the mood. And I am ready to go if you are. So here we go. When you're ready, close your eyes and lower your gaze. Close your eyes, lower your gaze, and bring your awareness to calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. Whenever your mind wanders, gently and softly bring it back to calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. This is your time, your space. If there's any distraction around you, tend to it gently and then just bring back your attention. No need to get frustrated. No need to be disappointed. Keep moving forward. Keep trying again. Calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. Place your left palm on your stomach. Breathe in and feel your stomach come out. Breathe out and feel your stomach go in. Breathe in and feel your stomach go out. Breathe out and feel your stomach go in. Breathe in and feel your stomach go out. Breathe out and feel your stomach go in. Breathe in and lower your left ear to your left shoulder. Breathe out and bring it back to the middle. Breathe in and lower your right ear to your right shoulder. Breathe out and bring it back to the middle. Breathe in and lower your left ear to your left shoulder. Breathe out and bring it back to the middle. Breathe in and lower your right ear to your right shoulder. Breathe out and bring it back to the middle. In alignment with your body and breath. In alignment with yourself. Breathe in and raise your shoulders up and back. Breathe out, roll them back and down. Breathe in and roll your shoulders up and back. Breathe out and roll them back and down. Breathe in and roll your shoulders up and back. Breathe out and roll them back and down. Opening yourself up to positive energy, uplifting energy, empowering energy. As you breathe in, visualize yourself breathing in energy that refuels you, that empowers you. And as you breathe out, let go of any energy that's holding you back. Really feel yourself exhaling and your shoulders falling into themselves, releasing and relieving any stress or pressure. Remember, this is your time, your space, just for you. This 5 days is the best investment in yourself. How can you give love to your children, your partners, your parents, the people in your life, your colleagues, if you don't first create your own space of love? How can we deal with all the challenges of the world and outside of us every day if we don't center and ground ourselves first? This time makes you better at dealing with the challenges that will arise. Congratulations on your investment. I want you to set an intention at this stage, an intention and desire for your purpose of being here. How important is it to you? How meaningful is it to you? How precious is it to you? I want you to be extremely clear in your vision for yourself, why you're here, your deeper purpose, and your confidence in turning up. There's no better focus than the one on yourself. Place your right hand on your heart with your eyes closed and repeat after me. I am exactly where I'm meant to be. I am exactly where I'm meant to be. I am not ahead. I am not behind. This is my time. I am not ahead. I am not behind. This is my time. I am ready to learn, to grow, and to heal. I am ready to learn, to grow, and to heal. when you're ready, in your own time, at your own pace, you can gently and softly open your eyes. In your own time, at your own pace. I'd love to hear how that was for you. Be present for a moment. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of our incredible Genius members that have joined our 5-day challenge. And for all of those who don't know about our Genius community, I will be sharing more towards the end of our time together over the 5 days and share that exciting opportunity with you. But for now, welcome to all of our Genius community members. You know who you are. Make some noise. How was that to start our 5 days? Sarah says, thank you. So excited to start with this process with everyone. Vijaya says, wow, loved it. Rinal says, such a calming meditation, Jay, loved it. Gail says, wonderful, thank you. Pooja says, it was great. I'm definitely going to be reading your comments. So continue to engage, continue to interact. It's a dynamic session. Nishi says, wow, love that. Thank you. Feel so fresh, clear, and empowered. G says, that was a blessing. I love sharing this space with you. This wonderful start that we've had with this beautiful intention setting for our 5 days together. We set 3 intentions. I am exactly where I need to be. This is an important intention because so often we feel we're in the wrong place. How many times have you ever felt that way? Put your hand up if you felt that way. Literally put your hands up. I want you to move while you're doing this too. Put your hands up if you felt that way before. That, wow, I have in my life felt like I'm in the wrong place. I'm behind, I'm ahead, I'm behind everyone else. I'm late, I'm early. You're never late, you're never early. You're exactly where you need to be right now. And that's a really important intention. The second intention that I believe was really, really, really important was I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to grow and I'm ready to heal. That's what we're all here for, right? Who wants to heal? Raise your hands. Who wants to learn? Raise your hands. Who wants to grow? Say yes out loud right now. Say it with me. We're all ready to do those things in our life. We all need it the most. I also asked you to repeat, I'm not ahead, I'm not behind. This is my time. One of the biggest mistakes of our society and culture is that it's never trained us to take time and make time for ourselves. So much is out there about making time for family, parents, kids, others, which is beautiful. But we can only give our best energy when we're becoming the best version of ourselves. How many of you right now already know you made an awesome decision by joining it? How many of you are feeling that right now? I really, truly hope you are. I trust you. I'm humbled by your trust in me to be your guide on this journey. I've been focusing in on my own practices and my own centering so that I can truly offer you something special over the next 5 days. And your commitment is invaluable. I want to start by saying this. You may see me here. I've created some really deep notes to guide you through, and all of you should have your workbooks as well. And if you haven't checked your latest email, I highly recommend it to make sure that you have access to everything that you possibly need to make this 5 days memorable, meaningful, and full of momentum. So make sure you check your emails and check your junk regularly as well. So if you're ready to get started, I'm ready to get started. Say yes in the comments. Let's get going. I want to feel that energy with the like and love, all of that energy flying through from all of you. And this is amazing. You all are aware that you're exactly where you need to be. You're all aware that this is your time, and you're all aware that you're ready to learn, grow, and heal. And I promise you this. I'm going to start with this. These next 5 days, if you show up every single day, if you carve out this time for yourself and take this seriously, it will massively impact the next 5 years of your life. The next 5 days together will transform the next 5 years of your life if you're present. Now, you may get distracted. Maybe your child's going to ask for some attention. Maybe a work call is going to come in. Whatever's going to happen. That's fine. That's life. That's normal. It's okay to tend to this, deal with this, and then come back. It's okay to have to figure something out in your personal life and watch the replay later. But that's the key. Keep coming back. Keep moving forward. That's all I ask of all of you. I know you have so much going on. I know how many distractions and hectic schedules we all have, but that's all I ask. To the 23,000 people who have joined today, out of the 200,000 people that have signed up, so I know a lot of people are going to watch this on the replay, I want to thank you, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. So let's get going. Today, we're talking about something really important. Today, we're talking about the foundational principle of new habits for a new time. And I'll tell you why. We feel that it's our background. We feel that it's our education. We feel that it's our opportunity, maybe our parenting. We think that it's all of these things that have blocked us and stopped us from achieving our potential, from achieving our goals. When in reality, it's all habits. If you started a passion business and it's not going in the direction you want, it's your habits. If you're someone who wants to read more and learn more, it's not that you don't care, it's your habits. If you're someone who wants to be better, be more confident, be more focused, it's not your laziness or lethargy, it's your habits. The amazing thing is no one at school, our parents, no one in our lives ever taught us how to build a habit. How do you actually build a habit? How do you create a habit? We all have habits, but how did we fall into them? How did we build them? How did they randomly exist? Building a habit is the core to building a successful, meaningful, and joyous life. If you don't know the art of building a habit, it is near impossible to build a successful, happy life. How many of you have experienced this? Say yes in the comments if you have experienced this. If you've experienced that, you have dreams, you have goals, you have plans, you have things you really want to achieve, but they just don't seem to happen. But they're happening for people over there. They're happening for that person and that person I see on social media, and that person who is featured in Vogue or Entrepreneur or Business Insider. It's happening for that person who just won that award. What are they doing differently? And I started to realize this so early in my life, that the thing that happy, healthy, and wise people were doing differently is investing in their habits. It was their habits that transformed their life. It wasn't just their goals. It wasn't just their dreams. It wasn't just their network. It wasn't just their family. It was their habits. The beauty of that is you can develop those habits too. You can build those habits too. So I want to start off by discussing today how to build a habit. And I'm going to give you today the steps that are needed to build a habit. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to pick one habit that you currently want to build. I want you to pick what's one habit, just one habit that you currently believe could be transformative in your life. It may be to read more. It may be to get up early. It may be to spend money more wisely. It may be time management. It may be prioritization. What is that one habit? It may be exercising more, eating more healthy. I want you to select one habit and I want you to write it down right now on a piece of paper, on the workbook if you have it. I want you to clearly write out what is the habit that you are currently trying to develop. Just one, not two, not three, not 10, just one, right? Just one. Select it right now and write it down. Sana says, yes, still working on a dream for the past years, but it's not happening yet. Exactly. You're in the right place. Sujay, you're in the right place. Lena, you're in the right place. Remember this, you are in the right place. Remove all that negativity, set it aside. You're in the right place. Every time your mind tells you, oh, I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if we're going to get this right. Repeat after me. I am in the right place to change my life. I'm in the right place to change my life. So, write down that one habit. Put it in the comment section for me as well so that I can see some of them. People are saying meditation. I see Sampada saying discipline her schedule. Calandro is saying healthy boundaries, right? I want to hear what are the habits that you're missing right now. Holistic Healings by Manisha says meditate every day. What are those habits? Eating in a timely, disciplined manner, says Alicia. These are fantastic answers, by the way. They're brilliant. Racy says daily exercise to build confidence and strengthen myself in marriage. Beautiful, Racy. Shirley says learn Hindi and Urdu languages. Paulina says meditation and gratitude. Phenomenal. So these are your habits that you want to develop. Write them down. Just one. How many of you have tried to chase your life through willpower? What is willpower? You know what? I'm just going to look up the definition of willpower just to share it with you. Control exerted to do something or restrain impulses. Exertion. It's exhausting. How many of you have ever found willpower exhausting? I'm not interested in willpower. I'm interested in habit power. Habit power has the ability to overcome willpower. Willpower means that exertion, we get exhausted, we get fatigued, we get tired, we get deflated because you're just almost feeling like there's a magnet, there's a friction against each other, right? Have you experienced that before? There's like this friction, this pain, this stress when it comes to willpower. This 5 days, we're not talking about willpower. We're talking about habit power. Habit power. So, as we talk about habit power, this is the step that we're going to focus on. Today, I'm going to give you the steps, and these are the steps. Why, what, how, when, where, who. These are the 6 steps to building a habit. And today I'm going to guide you through each and every single one of those steps to actually help you build a habit. I'm not just going to say to you, you should wake up earlier. You should drink more water. You should exercise more. That's obvious. We know that. We've known that for years and we haven't been able to do it. We've known that for years and we haven't been able to do it because no one ever taught us how to build a habit. And that's why today I'm focusing, I'm sharing, I'm guiding, I'm trying to help you learn how to build a habit. So write this down. Why, what, how, where, when, who. Right? Let me say that again. Why, what, how, where, when, who. These are the 6 steps to building any habit you want in life. Whether you want the habit of being disciplined and focused, whether you want the habit of turning up on time, whether you want the habit of waking up earlier, sleeping earlier, watching less TV, saving more money, saving more time, these are the 6 steps to building your habit. Your habit may be saying no more. Your habit may be saying yes more. These are the 6 steps. So let's start. And I want you to write out these 6 steps because we are going to write. We are going to take notes. This is a real workshop, guys. This isn't just a live. This isn't just some ideas. This isn't just me talking. This is real life workshop with us right now, or if you're watching this on the replay as well. And I highly recommend it that you can always come back to this later. So you can come back later on in the day to pause and reflect as you're watching on the replay. So first we have to know what. So you chose one habit. The first question you need to ask yourself is, why is this habit important? Why do I want this habit? Why? Why do I want to have this habit? It has to be deep. It has to be a real core gut reason why you want this habit. I once worked with a client who wanted to build a habit. We're talking about building today, not breaking. We're talking about building a habit. So the habit they wanted to build was, they said they wanted to wake up early. And I said, why? At first they were saying, oh, I just need more time in the day. I said, why? They said, oh, because then I can get more done. I said, why? What do you want to get that's more done? Why do you want to get more done? They said, I want to really spend time with my children. I want to play with them. I want to experience time with them, breakfast with them. That was the why I wanted. Not that I need more time in a day. That's not deep. That's not profound. I once worked with someone who the new habit they wanted to build was they wanted to exercise more. I asked them why. They said, oh, I just want to feel better. I said, no. Why do you really want to exercise more? They said, oh, I want to, build my strength and build my confidence. I said, why do you want to build your confidence? And they said, because I want my children to be able to play with me. I want my children to see that I'm active. I want my family to know that I'm going to be here for them. So notice how asking yourself why again and again with your answer is so important. Don't settle for the first answer. Write it down deeply. Why do you want to develop this habit? Pap says, to get a healthy brain and body for myself and my children. My daughter is diagnosed with anorexia. I'm sorry to hear that, Pap, and wonderful to hear what you're focusing on. Debbie says, exercise every day to build my strength and live longer. Okay, why do you want to live longer? Why do you want to live longer? So whatever answer you give, I want you to ask yourself why again, right? Yolanda says, I want to go slower. Think I will feel happier and those around me will do so. Why is that important to you? Why will they feel happier? How happier will they feel? Why? If it's not deep, if it's not at the core of your heart, this is habit core processing. If your desire for your habit is not deep, it's likely that your enthusiasm will deflate over time. It's just the way it is, right? Kiran says, that is exactly what I want. Wake up early. I want to make the best use of my day, meditate, spend time with my 3-year-old. Why? Keep asking yourself that. Keep asking yourself that until you can go to the root. I want you to almost burst into tears or laughter when you get to that core process of why. Why is it important to be active? Why is it important to be organized? Why is it important? I'll give you an example. I'll give you a real example of why I started eating healthier, why I started exercising more, because of this one big reason. I didn't want to be the reason for my own death. That's how deep it is. I'm okay if something happens that I can't control, but whatever's in my control, I don't want that to be the reason. Why is it important? It needs to be that deep. When you're saying, I want to do it to feel safe, why is it important for you to feel safe? You understand what I'm saying here? So the first step to building a powerful habit is know the habit you want to build, but know why you want to build that habit and you want to keep repeating. How helpful is this right now? How many of you are listening to this going, Jay, this is exactly what I needed. This is what I've been missing. This is why I've been mistaken and going wrong, but I get it. I can see why this coaching and guidance is already helping me. How many of you feel that way right now? Right? How many of you feel that way right now? I remember the first time I heard this, it really resonated with me because I realized that my reason for being, my reason for changing or building a habit was not good enough. Think about yourself as a lawyer. Think about your mind as a lawyer. A lawyer has to fight a great case in order to defend the lawyer's client so that the judge understands. So let's say the judge is speaking to you and the judge is saying to you, well, why do you want to build this habit? And you say, as the lawyer, your lawyer says, oh, well, just everyone's doing it. Feels like a good idea. I think it'll be important. I think it will help me. Do you think the judge is going to believe you? That's what your mind is like. How many of you have ever had that experience where you wake up in the morning and there's two voices in your head? One's the lawyer, one's the judge. The judge is saying, do you really want to wake up? And the lawyer is saying, yeah, I guess I could sleep in a bit more. The judge goes, yeah, go for it. Have you ever experienced that before? The judge and the lawyer in the mind, or as I call it in Think Like a Monk, the book, the monkey mind and the monk mind. The monkey mind wants to sleep in and be lazy. The monk mind has to put forward a fantastic argument. The lawyer has to put forward a fantastic argument. When I say argument, I don't mean anger. I don't mean shouting. I mean having a clear case. Lawyers don't have to raise their voice. They have to have a clear case. What is your clear case for why this habit is so important to you? Right? Why? Think about being your own lawyer. Why is this so important to you? These are beautiful answers. Petya, beautiful answer. Colleen, wonderful answer. Mackenzie, great answer. Anna, wonderful to have you here. Marag, phenomenal answer. Jenna, great answer. These are brilliant. These are really, really brilliant answers, everyone. Peggy says, this is exactly what I needed to hear. It's easy to pinpoint what habits I want, but this right here took it to a whole new level of depth. Exactly. It's very easy to make a list of habits. Oh, I'd love to do this and I'd love to do that. And that's why I took a step back today. I said, you know what? I'm not going to sell you all short, or I'm not going to let you settle for just having ideas of habits. I'm not just going to reel off, hey, these are the 10 habits you should have to have a successful life. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that successful, happy, smart people have good habits. But how you build it is first why, right? The second thing out of the 6, the second one, is what is the actual habit? So I'll give you an example. You may say, my habit is to eat healthier. What does that mean? What does that even mean? So I'll give you an example. Me and my wife recently started a new habit. So our new habit that we set together, so the habit that we chose, was that we would only have 2 meals that included anything, 2 meals a week, not 2 days, 2 meals a week that had anything was fried, that was high carbohydrates, that was high in calories, and Radhi went and defined what that meant. And we said we'd only do 2 of those a week, right? So that would include pizzas, burgers, pasta, any of that sort of stuff. And we said to ourselves, only 2 days a week will we, 2 meals a week, will we allow ourselves to do that. That's the what. What is the habit? It's so specific. It's so targeted. It's so clear. If your goal is to wake up early, if that's your habit, what is the habit? The habit is, I will wake up 5 minutes earlier every day. The habit is, I will wake up at 7 a.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. on weekends, right? The specificity of what the habit is, the clarity of what the habit is, actually helps you live up to it. If I just said to myself, I want to eat healthier, I may eat healthier for 2 days, but then I'll be like, all right, I'm going to get a burger today. Oh, okay, I'll get a pizza today, right? And then it's like, oh, well, what do I consider healthy? So me and Radhi defined that what we considered healthy was vegetables and greens and fruits. And what we considered unhealthy was processed foods and foods that were fried or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like that's how we defined it. And we defined it with specificity. So if your habit is to save money, what amount of money do you want to save every week? What amount of money do you want to save every month? The specificity is what this second step is about. So we named our habit. We know why it's important to us. We may say, it's really important to me because I want to own my own home, and that's a big deal. So that's why it's important to you. But what is the habit? I'm going to save X amount of money every week. I want you to get really specific. If you don't get specific, the judge will always win. I'll give you an example. The lawyer says, yes, so I want to eat healthier. The judge says, sure, try it, all you want. The lawyer goes, okay, great. Starts to try and build those habits. And then the next thing you know, falls apart. The judge is happy again. Because there wasn't any clarity. You can't win a case as a lawyer without clarity, right? It's just not possible. So I want you to recognize that what is so important, that what is so powerful. What is it? So you may say, I want to be less negative. That's my habit. Well, what does that mean? It means I will only spend an hour on social media a day. It means I will stop myself from criticizing someone by, what are you going to do instead? Right? So I want you to think about the what. What is the actual habit? Right? What is the actual habit? So Kimberly says, follow through on my to-do list because I'm a terrible procrastinator. At least following through on the top 5 items. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Right? That's a great one, Kimberly. That's a really, really good one. If you missed the beginning of this, anyone, if you're joining in right now, you can watch the replay of this afterwards. It will be there for you in the group. So do not worry. If you want to come back to anything I said, which I highly recommend, you'll be able to do that. I promise you for the next 5 days, you'll be watching so many of these replays, taking notes, pressing pause. That's exactly what it's for. It's not going anywhere, right? This is for you. this is to serve you. And when you want to keep that momentum going, I'll be sharing with you about my Genius community. So, Nienke says, for me, it will be that I will finish this course. When I can do this and feel better about it, I'm confident that I can do a next step. That's beautiful specificity. So specificity is the what. Carolyn says, I want to be able to believe in myself so I can build my professional life and family. Okay, so what are you going to do to believe in yourself? That's the question that I'm asking. What are you going to do to achieve your habit? What do you think is going to work to build your confidence? Sometimes building your confidence comes from building a new skill. Sometimes it comes from going to a public speaking class. Sometimes it goes from going to a communications class. Sometimes it comes from being around a progressive, supportive community like we have in Genius. So I want you to be specific about what. Ciara says, wake up at 6:30 weekday and 9 weekends to work on myself so that I'm happier. Okay, what is it to work on yourself? You're waking up earlier, but what is it that you're going to do to work on yourself? Notice I'm going slowly and I'm repeating myself a lot, but I'm repeating myself because I want the system to stick. See, systems build success. Randomness doesn't build success. Randomness builds more randomness. Randomness can build regret. Systems build success. Randomness builds regret. Systems builds success. If you don't have systems in your life, it's very difficult. And these are the systems. So what is the second focus, right? What? The third is how. How am I going to do that? So what am I going to do and how am I going to do that? So you may say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. every day, right? That may be a what. How are you going to wake up at 7 a.m. every day? I'm going to sleep at 10. I'm going to set an alarm. I'm going to make sure that I don't eat late the night before. I'm going to make sure that it's my top priority and I don't stay out late. I'm going to make sure I switch off the TV at 9 p.m. I'm going to make sure how. Write down a list of how you're going to do that what. If your specificity was, I'm going to, like mine and Radhi's is, I'm only going to eat 2 cheat meals a week, right? That's what I want to do. How am I going to do that? I'm going to be doing that by having a clear meal plan for the rest of the days and plan my cheat meals in advance. So I'll give you my personal example. This is really real time what I'm doing right now. So Monday night and Friday night are my meals, the evening meals, where I allow myself to indulge a little. So Monday and Friday, beginning of the week and end of the week. I've planned it out because I know that I can get myself happy on Monday to have that break. And then Friday, I'm really looking forward to it after a busy week. And so I do that on Monday and Friday. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to create a plan of action, create some clarity about how I'm going to do this. For how many of you is this making sense right now? How many of you are listening to this and it is connecting and resonating? Say yes in the comments right now, because I'm hoping that you're seeing the development of the system and how intricate you have to get with a habit to actually get it to work. Right? If you want to meditate every day, let's take that example. I want to meditate every day. What does that mean? I want to meditate for 15 minutes a day at 7 a.m. every day. That's the what. How am I going to do that? I'm going to do that by knowing which app I'm going to use, which meditation I'm going to use, which practice I'm going to do. It's going to be clear. And I know that how I'm going to do it is I'm going to make sure that everything's ready the night before so that I have that time and space. I'm going to schedule it in. Notice how technical and intricate you have to be about building a habit. It's the same as building a building. Can you imagine they were building the foundations to a building? And the architect said, yeah, I just want the building to be special and spectacular. And they said, yeah, but what are the measurements? And he was like, oh, I just want it to be spectacular. No, but what are the measurements? What are the dimensions? What's the structure? Oh, I don't know, it will figure itself out. Can you imagine the foundations of that building? That's the what, there's no specificity. The architect says, I want to build this beautiful building. They say, how? The architect says, we'll figure it out tomorrow when we turn up to build. And the staff is like, how can we do that? I mean, we wouldn't know what materials to bring. We wouldn't know what to have ready. We wouldn't know how to be prepared. Oh, we'll figure it out tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, the architect turns up, nothing happens. How many times have you been that architect in your life? How many times have you been the architect in your life where you turn up to the day, you even wake up on time, you're ready to go, and then you're like, oh, I didn't choose a meditation. Oh, I didn't choose a workout. Oh, I didn't choose a meal. Oh, okay, well, I'll figure it out tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. How many times has that happened to every single one of us? Ishita says, yes, Jay, this makes so much sense. I'm getting so much clarity about what I have been trying to do for so long. Elise says, on paleo, this is week 3. Healthy eating habits have brought better focus and energy, looking to adopt much of the same during the week, with cheats on the weekend. Elsie, sorry, not Elise. Elsie, thank you so much for sharing that. Rayan says, yes, this resonates a lot with other teachings I followed. The trick is to continue to move forward when the plan gets disrupted. True, but you can have a stronger plan where you're more prepared, right? Peter says, I agree completely with you. I think many might know these things, but often we never need our inner well-being. Yes, absolutely. You might be aware of some of these things, but we're not practicing them, because if we were practicing them, things would be moving ahead for us. So how is it going to be done? The architect analogy is what I want you to think about when you're building a habit, just like building a building. If you don't know what you're building and how you're building it, it can't be built. And so if you don't write this down, if you don't get really specific about it, it's really, really tough, right? So that's the how. The next one is where and when. Where are you going to do this and when are you going to do this are huge habit fails. You can have your best intentions to meditate every day. You can have your best intentions to meditate at 7 a.m., but you didn't choose a room in your home. Now the whole morning when you wake up, you're trying to find that spot that you like. You didn't figure out your cushion that you were going to sit on. So the whole morning you're figuring out trying new cushions. You didn't let your partner know which room you were going to use. Now they want to use that room. Notice how detailed it is. It's the same as building a building. If you're building a building and you don't know where and when, where does the crew go? Is it going to work? Do you own the land? All of that conversation becomes complex. And that's the complexity I'm trying to take out of your life. That is the complexity I'm trying to free you of. If you make the decision, I'm going to meditate here on this cushion and I'm going to test it out the night before at this time, I'm going to let my family know so that they're more quiet and more aware. Guess what? You're saving yourself from all the distractions and stress that always comes. You're saving yourself from all the issues and challenges that appear. Sarah says, these things always cross my mind. I just don't know how to start and push through. So I'm thankful for this workshop because I know this will help me. I love that, Sarah. You're exactly right. We think about all these things, but because we don't plan, we don't write it down. By the way, I'm expecting you to write all of this down. This isn't about doing it in your head. The more you're doing these activities in your head, the more they're not going to happen. We need to get them out onto paper. Chantel makes a great point. I've heard this before, but the way you're explaining it is helping me to start planning with complex details. Yes, the art of building a habit is similar, right? Danielle is saying, I had no idea about this. Now that I listen to them, it has total sense. I love it. Some of us may be aware, some of us may not be aware, but I'll tell you this. Awareness is not the same thing as action. Remember this. Awareness is not the same thing as action. You can be aware of something for years and never act on it, right? Everyone's aware of a lot of stuff. And that's how the mind tricks you. It says, oh, you're already aware. Don't worry about what Jay's saying. Don't take it seriously. You already know this. Biggest fail of our mind. Biggest fail of our mind is, you already know this. You know everything. Don't worry about it. Right? Julieta says, couples should definitely watch this together. This would be such a great beginning to grow together. I love that. And I hope that you're going to invite your friends and partners after today to come and join us. Remember, imagine if all 22,000 of you tomorrow brought all your friends back to join the community. How insane would that be that you could do it with them? Right? How amazing would that be? Sandy says, so much more detail involved in this, which is why I probably fail. Yes, it makes so much sense when you say it this way. Never thought of it this way. That's beautiful. You're all on track. You're all on track. Remember, systems lead to success. Randomness leads to regret. Most of us just randomly try and approach what's going on, and then we regret that we didn't make the change in our life. So we talked about the habit. We talked about the why, the what, the how. The when and where makes sense, right? It's just being like, when am I going to do this and where am I going to do this? And when I say where, I mean the cushion, the chair, the gym. I'll give you an example. I recently started playing tennis, and there are lots of tennis courts. And if I just say, I want to play more tennis, and I don't write when and where, and if I don't really think about it, and I don't build it into my schedule, and it doesn't become a recurring thing in my schedule, it's so easy to miss. It's so easy to replace your habit that you badly want with a distraction, because you didn't really think about when and where. A big thing to think about when you plan a habit is also, is that a time that's going to change a lot? Because if it's a time that's going to change a lot, you're going to really, really struggle, right? You're going to really find it difficult if that's a time that you're trying to change a lot. But if it's a time that you know that's not going to happen, it will stick. Yvonne says, the thinking of so many of us got out these 5 days having better lives, so lovely and heartwarming. I love that. Thanks for being here. Okay. I spent many years unaware, a number of years aware, but have only acted on and off more than on. Definitely need more action. Amanda, that is so beautifully said, and you are spot on. Chris says, I have built an entire personal development Discord for myself where I can keep my notes, plans. I love having a place just for me where I can keep everything like this planned. That's fantastic. So where and when, right? So we talked about the habit. We said why, what, how, when, where, and the last step is who. Who are we going to do it with? Who am I going to tell I'm doing this so that they can keep me accountable? Who's going to help me? Who's going to coach me? Who's going to show up with me? Who? Habits are stronger when there's a who involved. The who can be a coach. The who can be a friend that you tell. The who can be someone that does it with you. It's a missed opportunity. I know that in my life, coaching has been one of the biggest investments of my life. Because when I have someone in my life who's years ahead of me, thinking ahead, always introducing me to new ideas, I'm destined to grow. But if I'm left to myself, I can get lazy, I can set back. That's all of us. We all need coaching in our lives. We need it massively. We need community in our lives. Who else is doing it with us? We need people. Think about this. There's 22,000 of you live right now. There's 200,000 people who've signed up for this group. Who are you doing it with? You're doing it with people all over the world. And how insane that tomorrow you could all come back with more of your friends to join in, right? Who are you doing it with? And who are you staying accountable to? So there's a who that's a coach. There's a who that you're doing it with. And then there's a who that you share it with. Who that you tell about this. What's going to be the deepest lesson is when you can repeat this to someone else today. When you say to someone, hey, you know what? I was watching this 5-day workshop with Jay the other day. And, you know, I knew some of those ideas. I was aware of them. But he told us that there's a difference between awareness and action. And these are the 6 steps of building a habit. And I know it sounds basic, but think about it. Have you actually done that? Like, I know it sounds obvious, but have you done that? Have you actually created a habit in that way? Chances are most people haven't. Chances are most people don't know this system, right? So when you pass this on, so there's 3 types of who. There's a who that's the coach that you're learning from. So I'm sharing an insight with you. There's a who of the partner that you do it with, if you do it with someone, and the who of sharing. So even if you don't have a partner to do it with, you got to tell someone about it. You got to tell someone about what you did. You got to tell someone about what you learned. So right now, you've already signed up. The reason why I walked you through these 6 steps is you're already doing it with me right now. You had a why for why. So you chose a habit. Your habit was to sign up for the 5 days and join for 5 days. Why you did it, you know. You did it because you want to transform your life and you know that you're missing something and that this is going to give it to you. What we're doing is we're turning up every single day, right? At the same time every single day to have a workshop and meditation session. How are we doing it? We're doing it through Facebook Live. We're doing it through wherever you are in your room and through this group and our workshop. When and where is defined, and who you're doing it with is me. You are already practicing all the 6 steps for this habit that I just walked you through. You're already winning. Right? It's like you're already doing it. It's mind-blowing. What I've just walked you through is a system that you're actually practicing right now by being present or watching this on the replay right now. And what I love about that is that it shows you that it's possible. Now you have to apply it. Now you have to apply it. Now you have to take this same thing and apply it. Notice how clear we were in our communication. We told you the timing. We told you the platform. We told you the space. It was so clear. We followed this exact step system to share this with you. And remember, systems create success. Randomness creates regret. What do you want to create in your life? What are you building in your life? Remember the analogy of the architect. Anytime you don't know the why, the what, the how, the when, the where, or the who, you're not an architect, you're a dreamer. We want to be architects of our lives, not dreamers of buildings. Everyone can dream of a skyline, only few people can architect one. I want you to become architects of your life, creators of your life, not just dreamers, not just ideators. Jason says, this is wonderful. So good to see you here, my friend. Jason says, this is wonderful. Thank you for your great energy and clarity. You're a beacon of hope and feel happy that you are our coach. Thank you so much. Desiree says, yes, my husband and I keep each other accountable and help each other along the way. He always says we're a team. That's beautiful. So grateful for this moment. It's so great to remember at one point in my life, Jay Shetty was my coach, mentor, Yoki, with you all the way, not at one point, forever. This is the beginning of our journey together, everyone. If you've read the book and you've listened to the podcast, but you've never interacted with me like this is the beginning of our journey and what we're creating together. Are these replay videos available on YouTube? No, you will find them in this group. And if someone wants to sign up, they can sign up with a Facebook account, or at least if they sign up with their email, we can send those out. So make sure they sign up with their email. Julie says, you've brought me so much clarity, Jay. Thank you so much. Grateful for you and myself to be here today. I'm so grateful to have you here today. Diana just made a beautiful point. She says, my who is going to be a jar. And when I do my what, I'm going to write it on a piece of paper and put it in the jar. I love that. I need someone in my life that will constantly question my why, because I tend to use others' happiness as my why. That's what coaches do. That's why you're here with me. I'm getting you to question your why. I can play that role for you. That's why being present at these sessions does so much of the work. If you think about it, showing up to this session, you get the coaching, you get the community, and we're doing it consistently. We're doing it for 5 days, so it's not like it's going anywhere. Danielle says, I love your approach. Very clear and very excited to begin this journey for myself. I love that. Share it with the people in this group, Sarah. And this is what I'm going to say to you. After this session finishes, you're going to see a post in the group asking you for your biggest takeaway. Use it as an opportunity to share and connect with each other. Use it as an opportunity to build that community in your life. Use this as an opportunity. That's why we've built this. We've built this entire 5 days to give you an experience of what it feels like to be on a journey of powerful growth. Vaishnavi says, this is really incredible. This gives me a confidence that if I can do this, then I can definitely work on my habit. I love that. Sharon says, this has been the most effective 1-hour workshop that focuses purely on me. This is exactly where I want and deserve to be. Thank you so much. Sanjay Soni says, this is amazing. You're giving me the desire to put this into action, and action promotes action. So I'm excited where this will lead. Thank you, Sanjay. I appreciate you for that message. It means the world. This is amazing. I'm loving reading all your messages. That's our 1 hour. This is only day one. We are just getting started. Join me back for day 2. Make sure you engage on the post in the group. Make sure you check your junk mail and your mail to make sure that you're fully aware of everything that's going on. I don't want you to miss out on any details because of anything else that comes up. And I want you to remember, all I'm asking for you to do is show up as much as you can. Watch the replays if you miss anything so you haven't lost out. Invite your friends and pass this along. Pass along what you're learning. Pass along where you're growing. Because when you start doing that, you'll start to see the magic of how powerful it is. And I want you to realize this. When else have you been in a room with 22,000 people who are all trying to grow and help themselves and others in their life? This is historic, it's memorable, it's powerful. Please don't take it lightly. Today, numbers have just become elusive. We have 200,000 people ready to invest in their growth. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank my Genius community and Genius members for joining again today, which I can't wait to share with you. I thank each and every one of you for coming here with pure, powerful intentions. And I promise you, my intention is simply to serve, simply to help, and simply to support your journey. That's all I'm doing here. And I'm fully, fully dedicated to you. And this is the beginning of our journey. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. See you then.